So to kick off this list, I'm going to talk about Lee C Smash. Now, Lee C Smash, it's a low, so of course, you know, that's always nice to have. The only problem with Lee's is that it's launch on block, so I think it's minus 15. Victor's is also launch on block, however, in this case, the wall splat range that Victor gets is much bigger than Lee's. For example, Lee can't even break the wall from this range, for example, compared to the other characters Loki smashes, on top of being launch punishable. So I don't rate it very highly. So yeah, in my opinion, it's a pretty weak heat smash. Of course, while he's in heat, he does have strong heat engages with his heat dash, but I feel like this heat smash in a vacuum is just very underwhelming compared to a lot of other characters. And it's very risky as well. If you block it, he gets launched. So yeah, one of the worst heat smashes in the game for me. So at number 4, I think it's worth mentioning Lily's heat smash. Why I think Lily's heat smash is because, now before I continue, she has 2 heat smashes, right? She has a low one, which is very, very good. But the one that we're concerned about is the one that it's a high, right? Why I don't rate this at all is because it's quite slow. So it's 23 frame, so it's very, very slow. It's also a high, so your opponents might be able to duck and interrupt on reaction, or they could react with a rage art, for example. So it's not very force block as most other characters, right? So it's very easy to interrupt her out of it, and it's a high as well, so your opponent might be able to duck it and deal with it from there, right? So yeah, I don't rate it well at all. So the next one I'm going to talk about is Brian. Why I don't like Brian's is because the range is very, very poor on it. So it's a 2-hit heat smash, but the range on the first hit is very, very low. It does 41 damage. Sorry, it does 44 damage, which is very low for a heat smash. It floor breaks, but I feel like that's a lot less valuable compared to having a wall blast or wall break, which are a lot more common than a floor break, right? So it doesn't even interact with the wall at all. It only floor breaks, so in my opinion that's not very good, because there's way more walls to break than there are floors to break in this game, right? So yeah, I just don't really rate it in general. The range, the non-wall breaking, the damage, and yeah, it's weak to one side as well, so it's not even like a homing heat smash like double chains, for example. So yeah, I just don't rate this move at all. The next one I want to talk about is Alisa's. Alisa, because it's very slow. At 20 frame, it's quite slow. But not only that, it's very, very linear. So if I make Lars block all, and then sidewalk, for example. So even at plus frames, it doesn't track at all. So it has like no tracking at all. And on block, it's not a very good situation for her to be in, because she's forced into a stance compared to other characters where they have way more options on block, right? So with Alisa, I just don't think it's good at all. I think it's really, really bad actually. So yeah, unfortunately, Alisa suffers from having maybe the worst mid heat smash in the game. So I think the worst heat smash in the game has to go to Raina, in my opinion. Now, with Raina, she has 2 heat smashes like some characters. Her neutral heat smash is pretty decent, for sure. No, but the one that we're focused on is the low heat smash that comes out of her stance. So, first of all, unlike the other low heat smashes in the game, Raina's heat smash is locked to a stance. And unlike the other low heat smashes in the game, hers doesn't wall break, it floor breaks. And like I said, with the Brian thing, there's way more walls to break than there are with floor breaks, right? So that already loses its value compared to floor break or compared to wall break. So yeah, and also it is also launch on block, but there are other ones that are also launch on block, but Raina's in particular is very launch on block. So as you can see, it's minus 17, which means some characters can get even better launches on it, especially characters like Asuka, for example. So yeah, it's more unsafe than the other low heat smashes. It doesn't wall break like the other heat smashes, and also it locks in a stance compared to the other heat smashes where you can just do it in neutral. So yeah, that's my list for the 5 worst heat smashes in the game. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think there are worse than this? Other candidates I had were characters like maybe Lars was another candidate, Horang was another candidate, Victor was also another one for similar reasons to Lee. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are there worse ones in the game? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, you know. Thanks for watching the video. Take care.